Hi, does your dog suffer from separation anxiety? And it has now come to a point where you do your best not to leave him alone because the constant barking and howling and destruction and even neighbor complaints have become too much for you to handle. And so you've realized that if you stay home, like being a prisoner in your own home, you've realized that if you do that, if you don't leave him alone, then he won't engage in any of the behaviors that result in destruction and in neighbor complaints. But the truth is, never leaving your dog alone is the number one mistake that many dog parents make. My name is Alex. I'm a professional dog behavior consultant with over 20 years of experience working with anxious dogs, and I'm here to help you. So, while not leaving your dog alone may feel like the right thing to do, because not only does he not bark, howl, etc., but he doesn't get upset. So you feel, okay, if I stay home, he won't get distressed. But that if you don't leave him alone, what actually happens is this cycle of constant anxiety won't be broken. In other words, your dog panics when you're not there because he has over-attached to you in such a way that you've become his sole source of safety. He doesn't feel safe when he's alone, or he doesn't feel safe even if he's with other people. He only feels safe with you. So if you never separate from him, so to speak, he won't break that cycle. So on the other hand, if you start leaving the house right away so that he gets used to not being with you all the time, that is also too much for him because by the time you open the door to leave, he's probably in a panic already. And when our brain and a dog's brain is panicking, learning doesn't happen. So what you can do, what I suggest you do, actually, to solve your dog separation anxiety, you need to lay a solid foundation first. Like I've just mentioned, don't start by leaving the house, but do build a solid foundation, such as being predictable, setting predictable routines for him. But I'll be talking about those things in other videos. What I want to focus on today is start creating moments at home where you are separated from your dog. And that is a much more gradual approach. So, for example, let's say you go to the kitchen to make a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Say what you usually say when you leave the house, like bye, whatever you say to your dog, and close the door behind you. Even if he doesn't follow you, it doesn't matter. Still close the door behind you. Because the goal of doing this is to create various moments during the day where your dog hears you say bye, and then you disappear, and there's a physical barrier between you, which is a closed door. And if that happens often enough during the day, eventually he will learn, hang on, when mom or dad say bye, see you later, bud, and the door closes, eventually they come back. So that is your starting point, okay? It's not leaving the house, but actually start by leaving without leaving the house. So I have just given the example of you going into the kitchen to make some tea or coffee. Let's say you're going to the bathroom to wash your hands. Do the same thing. Say bye to your dog. Close the door behind you. You go to the bedroom to make the bed, for example. Bye and close the door behind you. So I'm not suggesting that you create these training moments on purpose, but what I'm asking you to do is to actually take the opportunity, like, okay, if I'm going to another room, let me turn this into a training opportunity and say bye to my dog and close the door behind me. Now, obviously, dogs learn by association, but they also need repetition. So obviously your dog won't learn that when you say bye and close the door, you're going to come back. He won't learn after you do this once, twice, three, or even five times. But if you do it often enough, he will eventually understand. Okay, bye means I'm going to be left alone. Door closes means I have no access to mom or dad, but then they come back. And this is what's going to set the stage for you to then start doing real absences where you leave the house. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to know more, just scroll down to the description and watch the free training video. Take care.